Welcome back to the front room, everybody. I'm Kai, and I'm here with my dad.
Thank you for joining us today.
Covering a song called Survival of the Fittest, which was requested in one of our previous videos. It's a Mobb Deep song.
Mobb Deep again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
From the same album as before.
Yeah, I listened to the Mobb Deep song that we listened to. I've listened to it maybe half a dozen times.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot more now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you were telling me how authentic those guys are.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that vibe from it too now. Much more than I did initially.
Hopefully this song can solidify that. This is sort of the like a companion song with Shook Ones, part 2.
Shook Ones, yeah.
So I think it should work nicely.
Nice.
I want to just preface that with sort of gritty hip-hop from the East Coast, groups have a distinct sound, and oftentimes they sort of just run with that sound. And sometimes there might not be a super big variation. Mm-hmm. So it's just the little differences and the lyricism and the delivery that, if you like it, you really like it.
I see what you're saying.
So
yeah.
Just want to
I'm glad you pointed that out. So I'll look for subtleties rather than a sea change in their sound.
Yeah. Because this came out on the same album.
Yeah. Okay.
Here is the cover for the single.
Survival of the Fittest.
Them, right? And you remember the guys' names?
Oh, man, yes. Hospin? No. No. Oh, shit. I did know their names.
You know what's funny? There's a rapper called Hopsin.
Hopsin. That's who I was thinking of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
No, that's what I was thinking of. For the life of me, if you'd asked me
one of them is Havoc.
Yeah, if you'd asked me this 2 weeks ago.
The other one is Prodigy.
Prodigy is the one who passed away.
Yeah.
From sickle cell anemia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Prodigy.
Complications from that, yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's the guy. His face stands out for me more for some reason. Prodigy, yeah.
Havoc, once again, produced this song, just like Shook Ones Part 2. Mm-hmm. That's basically all I got to say. So ready to go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go.
Prodigy passed away in his 40s, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it...
Something like that?
Maybe someone can correct me, but I think it was about 6 years ago.
Okay. Right. Survival of the Fittest.
I think you might like the song more. Let's see.
Really?
Let's get into it. Some great lyrics here. Again, so real.
Yeah. Sending this one out to my man Killer B. No doubt, indeed. Without weed, you know what I'm saying?
This
that
is
old real shit.
A real good song.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. You could run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. They never around when the beef cooks. In my
Halfway crooks again.
It's similar to Vietnam. Now we all
That's a
grown
reference.
up and old and be on the cops' control. They better have the riot gear ready. Trying to back me and get rock steady. By the Mac 1 double, I touch you and leave you with not much to go home with. My skin is thick, cause I'll be up in the mix of action. If I'm not at home, puffin' live, relaxing. New York got a nigga depressed, so I wear a slug proof underneath my guest. God bless my soul. Before I put my foot down and begin to stroll into the drama I built. And all unfinished beef, you will soon be killed. Put us together, it's like mixing vodka and milk. I'm going out blasting, taking my enemies with me. And if not, they scarred so they will never forget me. Lord forgive me, the Hennessy got me not knowing how to act. I'm falling and I can't turn back. Or maybe it's the words from my man Killer Black that I can't say, so it's left an untold fact. Until my death, my goals will stay alive. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive.
Yo, we live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die.
Straightforward chorus, but really iconic.
I'm trapped in between two worlds trying to get dough. You know when the dough get low, the juice go. But never that. As long as fiends smoke crack,
I be on the block hustling, counting my stacks, no doubt. Watching my back and proceed with caution. 5-4 working, no time to get lost in. The system niggas using fake names to get out quick. My brother did it and got back with 2 ounces. I live with one with squads, hit the block hard. That's my man Twin when he got back. That fucked me up, God. But shit happens for a reason. You find out who's your true keepers when you're upstate bleeding. You can't find a shorty to troop your bed with you. Hit with a 2 to 4 is difficult. While on the streets, I try to maintain. Tight with my Lucas hoes like to run game. Some niggas like to trick, but I ain't with that trickin' shit. I'm like a Jew, saving those who I could bid with, pushing a Lex. Now I'm set, ready to jet. No matter how much loot I get, I'm staying in the projects forever. Jake's on the blocks, we out clever. And beef, we never separate, grow together. When words come to words, my peoples come first. Try to react and get the motherfucking feelings served. My crew's all about blue, fuck looking cute. I'm strictly 10 boots, an army certified suits, puffin' nails, laid back, enjoy the smell. In the bridge, getting down, it ain't hard to tell. You better realize
we live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong survive. We live in this till the day that we die. Survival of the fit, only the strong
Really hard-hitting beat, eh?
Yeah. I think there's a Nas reference there.
Slap, that drum slapping.
Yeah, totally is.
What were you saying about Nas?
I think there's a Nas reference there in the bridge, Queens Bridge, right? Getting down, it ain't hard to tell. Nas song, it ain't hard to tell.
Oh yeah.
It ain't hard to tell. I excel. The prevail. The most contact.
Mobb deep and all that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. The rapping was great. It's really natural. They're not trying to wow you with changes of tempo in the rapping too much.
Flow, yeah.
Yeah,
Rhythm,
in the flow,
cadence.
it's pretty subtle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Lil Wayne or Bone Thugs. You know,
Yeah.
it's more straightforward, but it's they're creating it's a feeling they're creating with the music and the rapping. There's an honesty to it.
Yeah.
It's they're not trying to be flamboyant in any way.
Yeah.
It's all about conveying a feeling and a sense of where they are from and a sense of their what they experience, what they're up to, what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It's like I don't really see Mobb Deep as a performance when they rap. It's just it's more of just a message.
Yeah, exactly.
That they're letting people into.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't try to sugarcoat anything very clearly. No super complex words. Even the metaphors and similes are really simple, but they're said with so much conviction that they just work incredibly well. Like in Prodigy's verse, for example. Let's see here. Oh yeah. In all unfinished beef, you'll still soon be killed. Put us together, me and my enemies, right? It's like mixing vodka and milk. The densities of vodka and milk are so different. They just can't mix. They just fight
it's
against
like
each other.
oil and water.
Exactly.
Vodka and milk.
Yeah,
I like that.
And I like that instead of
oil and water. That typical phrase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I noticed that, and I did like that. Yeah. Yeah.
And the way it starts off,
wearing a bulletproof under his guess, you know. Yeah.
Just the opening line. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. Just I find that to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And the way they reference the last track, there's just that continuity of theme from Shook Ones, right? So them referencing that is just sort of like a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
Bit.
Yeah. I like that. The halfway crooks. How did that line go from Shook
There ain't no
Ones?
such thing as halfway crooks. They're scared to death. They're scared to look. They shook.
Yeah, they shook. Yeah, that's a great. That was going through. Yeah. And then they never around when the beef cooks in my part of town. It's similar to Vietnam. Now we all grown up and old and beyond the cops' control. They better have the riot gear ready. Trying to bag me, get rock steady. Yeah, I like a lot of the lines here.
and you reading it there, it doesn't usually when
I'm not doing it justice. That's for
but
sure.
usually when you or anyone else, when you try and recite some lyrics from hip hop song, you gotta add that flow and that timing to it.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
But you just saying they better have the riot gear ready, trying to bag me and get rock steady. Those two lines right there. That's the way that they say it, pretty much. Yeah, just like that. They're practically talking in those lines.
Yeah, well, that
So it
gets
gives
back to what I was saying. They're not trying to be, I said, flamboyant or fancy. Wow, look at us. This is how we're rapping. They're just telling a story. Right?
Yeah. So my point is that's just the way it is. It's so natural, and because you just hearing the song once and you just read the lyrics like that, and you're able to pretty much get that rhythm. It adds to a certain level of, even though they're bringing you into Queensbridge, like anyone can feel that by making it so simple to follow along with. If you know what I mean.
Queensbridge, I hadn't realized, maybe you mentioned that they were from Queensbridge. I didn't know that. And when this song particular one, more than the other one, more than Shook Ones for some reason, when this one started up, I thought of Nas right away. There was something in the music.
Yeah.
That rhythm that made me think of Illmatic.
Yeah.
Illmatic predates this, though.
Just by a year.
Just by a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There was a similar feel going on.
Yeah, I mentioned in the first video, and I think that was the video.
Oh, you mentioned Nas at the beginning.
Yeah, they referenced Nas.
Oh, reference to Nas.
Yeah.
But I felt it in the sound and the feeling of it.
Yeah, I mentioned in the first video that they were, and even on that, if you remember, I showed you the album cover where it's their two faces, Prodigy and Havoc, and it says like "Welcome to Queensbridge," I think.
Oh, okay.
If you remember that.
I remember the picture. I didn't remember the writing.
Yeah, and I think it's just not just the content of the lyrics, but the grittiness of the drums.
Yeah.
Just unpolished in a way makes it have that similar feeling. That East Coast sound, right?
Yeah.
The West Coast is clean.
Tell me something. This is a side thing, but 36 Chambers. I know they're from New York.
I think Staten Island.
Oh, okay. Because when you said unpolished, I mean that sound is unpolished.
Really, really.
Yeah. Maybe on purpose, purposely unpolished. But
I've heard that exact story, but they did not have a lot of money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that creates a great feel to that whole album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's another subject.
Yeah, so that's Survival of the Fittest. It's
Yeah.
terrific. They're both some of the most iconic songs in all of 90s hip hop.
Wow. I'm glad I heard another one from these guys.
Yeah, it's terrific. I think these two songs really early on in me getting into some 90s hip hop were the ones that stuck with me. And I think it was because they're just super simple to get right away. And something about the little details in the beat, whether it be a horn placed somewhere.
Yeah, I noticed that. There were these little embellishments that were really good.
Yeah.
Really subtle, just way in the background, that didn't distract from what they were singing, what they were rapping.
And when they enter, they give a sense of danger and movement going on at all times. And it's just brilliant. That's why Havoc is definitely one of the most underrated producers.
The piano, too. The piano that was in the song gave that feeling, too, of foreboding or danger or something.
Yeah. So thanks for listening with us, everyone. And if you'd like to request any other Mobb Deep songs, maybe something that is a little bit different from, I know there are, maybe you have some in mind, but a little bit different from this era of Mobb Deep, that'd be good. Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by for this one, everybody. See you soon.